You'll see how the actors of the movie Good Burger 1997 have changed. You'll know their real names and age. I will show you how they look then and what's with them now at the Good Burger restaurant. Ed is an ignorant teenager who always finds a way to screw up everything he does. He is naive, gullible, and not very smart, but he is loved for his pure heart and desire to always help others. At Good Burger to pay for the car he crashed. He is smart, seeks his own advantage, and even uses his partner Ed, but eventually becomes close to him and becomes his loyal friend. Portrayed by Kenan Thompson. Mr. Wheat is Dexter's school teacher whose car he crashed. He agrees to a deal with Dexter, who wants to fix the car as long as Mr. Wheat doesn't call the police. He is a strict but accommodating person and always tries to compromise. The role is played by Sinbad. Forgiven, respected by his employees, but suffers from competitors across the street until Ed comes up with an amazing sauce that brings a huge number of customers to his diner. Portrayed by Dan Schneider. Kurt Boswell is a Good Burger competitor and owner of Mondo's Burger, who uses a banned chemical on his burgers. He keeps his employees at bay, and all his aspirations are aimed only at money and an obsession with being the best, played by John Schwitterman. Spatch is the cook at the Good Burger. He is not very smart and doesn't speak, only makes sounds, but everyone understands him. He loves his job and that's all he needs. The role is played by Ron Lester, who died of liver and kidney failure in 2017. Fizz serves as the good truck at the Good Burger. He's very friendly and always in a great mood. Everyone loves him for his positive attitude. He easily accepts unpleasant situations and difficulties and never gets offended. The role was played by Josh Server. Otis, Abby Vigoda, is Good Burger's oldest employee. He worked in his establishment all his life, and his most frequent phrase is, "Why haven't I died yet?" Although he waits impatiently for the end of his shift. Heather, Linda Cardellini, a girl from a mental hospital. She loves animals very much and believes that they should live in the wild. One day she released all the kangaroos from the zoo. She's brave and helps Ed and Dexter escape from the mental hospital. Interview after a game and says that he's hungry. At this time, Ed and Dexter deliver a burger with a new sauce for him, which he likes, and Good Burger is advertised on air. Portrayed by Shaquille O'Neal. Dancing Crazy is a patient at the Demanded Hills Clinic. He listens to funk music and dances and sings well. The meaning of his life is to enjoy life and listen to good music, which unfortunately for him doesn't happen in their clinic. Portrayed by George Clinton. Angry Customer is a hungry worker who really wants to place an order, but no one serves him, which makes his mood worse. He screams and rants and threatens to become a customer of their competitor across the street, Mondo's Burger, portrayed by Robert Wool. Connie Malton is a regular at Good Burger. She's a kind but extremely noisy woman who speaks so quickly that none of the diner's employees have time to write down her orders, which is why she has to repeat them several times, portrayed by Lori Beth Denberg. Jake is Dexter's classmate. He listens to his parents but also likes to spend time with friends. He doesn't look for problems, is a coward and abandons his friend when he crashes into his teacher's car because he doesn't need problems. Played by Marcus Houston. Woman customer is taking an order from Ed in his sleep when he suddenly starts chatting with the burgers. She's a friendly woman, polite and courteous, and sometimes actually comes to Good Burger to have a delicious breakfast. Performed by Teresa Gansel. He's just as soulless, selfish and cruel as his boss. He works as a supervisor over the workers keeping them at bay and carrying out any dirty orders her gives. The role is played by J. August Richards. Elderly Lady is an eccentric woman who stops by Good Burger with her friend. She prefers to dress unusually, loves bright hats and spicy food. Ed pounces on her to take away the burger Kurt poisoned, thereby saving her life. The role is played by Eve Seagal. Elderly Lady, friend of the First Lady. She also likes to dress unusually, supports the New York Mets baseball team, and wears baseball caps with their logo. She loves to eat delicious food and can talk for hours about her youth. The role is played by Joe Farkas. Extreme cases when nothing else helps. Men are crazy about her. She knows this and uses them to achieve her goal. She tries to seduce Ed to get the recipe for the secret sauce. The role is played by Carmen Electra. Police officer Kim Delgado works at the Demanded Hills Clinic and keeps order. Despite his serious appearance and mountain of muscles, he's quite good-natured and naive. During Ed's dance to escape, he lets his guard down and dances with all the patients. Ice Cream Man Floyd Levin drives around the town selling delicious ice cream. He wears bright clothes, loves his job and children. But he ends up in the wrong place at the wrong time, and Ed, Dexter and Otis steal his car to escape the Demanded Hills. Demanded Hills nurse Wendy Worthington monitors patients, gives them medications and cares for them. She has a strict character and loves order. She turns on the radio to her patients to calm them down a little, but they think she has bad taste in music. Burger with whom Dexter falls in love. She's a sweet and fair girl. Having learned that Dexter is using Ed, she is disappointed in him, but when Dexter corrects the situation, she agrees to become his girlfriend. News reporter interviews basketball player Shaquille O'Neal. He's a smart guy, loves his work, and is willing to stay up for days just to get good material. He's a real careerist and tries to be where something interesting is happened. Quoted by Matt Gallant. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.